Okay, so for the online people, hope my voice is clear for you. Can you please confirm me on chat once? Okay, so we can start now. Close the door. Okay, so we have done two projects up to now, right? It is a linked project actually. So our project number one is infrastructure project. So let me maintain the paint here. So first of all, like whenever you are going to work on real time, right? First of all, what you create is infrastructure. What you will create? Infra project we have done by using what? Terraform and Jenkins, right? So as well as Terraform Cloud as well, I have shown you how to create infra as Terraform Cloud. I have shown you both ways. So Terraform Cloud. First project is creating infrastructure. After we have our infrastructure, how many servers we maintain on real time? 3 servers. How many servers we are going to maintain? 6 we are going to maintain. 3 2 0. Each server we are going to maintain 2 for high availability. For on the server, first one is web server. What it is? Second one is app server. Third one is database server. So coming to here, what are the web servers and web app server we have used up to now? HTTP we have used. Nginx we have used. Tomcat, I'm going to tell now. Tomcat and IIS also I'll cover if we have time sometime. These are the type of web and web app servers we use. On application server, what we have installed? LAMP setup complete. Like we have installed Java, Python, Node, and finally PHP, right? This done. Coming to the setup number, like 3 database servers. What we have installed? Mongo, MySQL, right? So not Mongo, MySQL, and Arango. So these are the database I have used. If you want to use, you can use cloud as well. I have shown you install database server, but if you want to use RDS, you can have cloud. Okay. So project number 1 done. Project number 2 is also done. On real time, we'll follow the same thing. First of all, we'll create what? Infrastructure. Infrastructure means everything. Networking like VPC, server, storaging, RDS, S3. We have created all of this from Terraform, if you remember. Okay. After that, I have installed the softwares. Step number 3 is now we are going to do deployment. What we are going to do? It is the main thing you need to know as a DevOps engineer. Even if you don't follow the first one, it is fine. Cloud team can take care of it. Second one also, in some organization, cloud team can take care of it. But third one, we need to take care. Okay. So what you are going to do is you are going to deploy a web application. What you are going to do? Deploy a web application. Okay. So to deploy a web application here, guys, see, I have clearly given what step to perform and how to perform. Each step I have given. So follow these steps. Okay. First one, we need to launch 2 instances. How many? One is Jenkins main server. Second one is we can call it as Swiggy server. Our client server call it as. Okay. So launch an EC2 instance first of all. So I'm going to launch two instances. First of all, one is Jenkins master, second one is slave means like worker. Okay. So number of instances I'm putting as 2. Don't give the names first of all. So if you want Ubuntu, you can select Ubuntu or Amazon Linux is fine. Everything depends upon your choice. On real time, we will use minimum T2 large views. It's the minimum. But for practice, we don't require that one. Just go with T2 medium. Because if you go with T2 large, it is not free. We are going to pay money for it. So key pair, select same key pair. Like it is not really mandatory to select the same key pair. You can also select some other key pairs as well. Depends upon your choice. But security group, we need to give all traffic. Storage is 8 GB is fine for me. Launch instance. But on real time, we will give 50 GB of storage, GBS. Okay. So we will go with step by step. Is step number 1 clear for all of you? Step number 1 is done. What is step number 2? Jenkins setup. So here you need to install Java 11 like EPEL and Jenkins. Don't install Git now. Follow the process because there I need to show some troubleshooting techniques for you. It is Jenkins main server. Let's take this as my client server. Or let's like take it as Swiggy. So these two are running now. Select the Jenkins service and connect to the mobile stuff. So I have connected to the Jenkins server. So here we need to set up the Jenkins, right? How to set up Jenkins? First of all, we need to go to jenkins.io. Downloads. We need to select CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat. Copy these both keys. The setup you already know, right? Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. PEM file. It is not the PEM file actually. Okay. Let me remove this one. Actually, you can also attach some other PEM files, okay? But I am removing this both. If you want to attach another PEM file, you can attach. It depends upon your choice. So I'm creating again 2 new servers. Because key pair I have given there wrong. Like that is not Raham key, so I need to give this one. Again, traffic I need to give. Click on launch instance. So again, one I am taking as Jenkins. Second one is Swiggy. Remove the names of these servers to avoid confusion. So currently Jenkins is running now. So connect this one. Where the mobile storm? So now like Jenkins server is ready to connect. So I'm setting up the Jenkins. So first of all, I'm going to copy these both comments and give it to here. So remember guys, all the setup, there is nothing freshly here. The people who are having on this class now, everyone will know how to set up the Jenkins, right? So, so I need to install three things: Amazon, Linux, extras. I need to install first after repel. So I haven't given the install here. 1 second. So after that, which version? 11 version. Today offline online seems count very high. Okay. So after that, we need to install what? Java. OpenJDK 11. Like you can see here, right? This one. If you go to here, you can find it here. 30. Yeah, this one. 33. You can give it directly like this. So after that, finally, we need to install Jenkins. Like Git Maven, I will install separately. Don't install now. Okay. If you want to install, you can install, but I will show some troubleshooting techniques for you. Okay. So give the command yum install. Okay, step number 2 is done. Is it clear for you? Install EPEL, Java, Jenkins. Step number 1 done. Step number 2 is also done. In step number 3, I need to download a plugin. What I need to download? Plugin. So to download plugin, first of all, what I need to do? To start the Jenkins, systemctl, start Jenkins, and after that, status. If you check the status, you will get the key password. So from that, you can connect to the browser. So start connecting it. Go to here. Copy this one. Port number 8080. Hit enter. Now Jenkins server is coming up and running. So it will ask the password, right? Where will be the default password going to store? Where live Jenkins secrets initial admin password. Instead of going that, check the status and copy this one from here. Okay. I have set this for both of you batches. Like whenever you install Jenkins, by default you will get var file. What you will get? That var file is jenkins.var. Which var file? This question will come on our interview point of time. Sometimes. So, install plugins. So in the meanwhile, try to connect this slave server as well. It will be installing. In the meanwhile, try to connect this server. Swiggy server, connect. So give the credentials. Finish it, right? So now like I need to download the plugin, deploy to here or var container. Okay. So go to the manage Jenkins and here I need to select manage plugins. In the plugin, go to the available plugin, search for, just give deploy. That's it. It will come automatically. Are you seeing the deploy to container? Copy this one and click on install without restart. Is it done? Deploy to container. Okay. So next, after Fourth one, install Java OpenJDK 11 on slave. What I'm installing here? Java 11. I'm not installing anything. I'm just installing Java 11 version. Which one? Soda space -a. For that purpose, you can install EPEL as well, or directly also you can install Java 11. I'm installing EPEL as well. Amazon Linux extras. And give Java OpenJDK 11. Okay. So step number 1, launching instance done. Step number 2, clear. Step number 2. Step number 3, clear. I need response from all of you. Okay. Step number 4, Java installation done, right? What is your step number 5? Set up an agent. What we need to set up now? You know, right? How to set up an agent? Just go to here, come to the dashboard, go to manage Jenkins, manage nodes and clouds, new node. You know this process, right? Simply how to set up an agent. So I'm giving the server name as Swiggy itself. You can give some other name as well. Click on permanent agent, create. Tell me the process now, how to do it. Number of executor 3 or 2, it's up to your choice. So remote directory, I'm giving it as temp. Label, I'm giving it as dev or Swiggy, whatever I want. Even I can give ABC as well. Usage, what I need to select here? Only build jobs with label expression matching. Launch method. Host name, what I need to give here? IP address of master or slave? Slave. You are setting agent, right? Agent means slave only. Credentials. By default, I don't have anything. Here I need to select what? Username with private key. So username, what is my default username? EC2-user. And to give the private key, click on add. What I need to select here? PEM file. Okay, I need to give the PEM file here. So where it is on the key pair. Here. Select the PEM Raham keys. Give it here directly. Okay, that's it. Click on add now. Click on EC2-user. And finally, verifying strategy. Always non-verifying strategy we are giving. Okay, like this. You want some environment variables. You need to keep environment variables, but I'll tell you. Okay. Click on save. The agent setup now. Okay. So now I can deploy on Swiggy client directly, right? So step number 5 is done, right? What is your step number 6? Install Git both on master and slave. So here on step number 8 as well, like one thing. Let me make it a crisscross. Control X. Like I'll alter this point for your better purpose. Use this one. So this will be your step number 7. And this will be step number 8. Step number 9. Okay. Step number 6, 7. Both I need to do it on both master and slave, right? I need to install Git as well as I need to install Java as well. What I need to install? On both master and slave. So for that purpose, can I use multi-execution mode? So use a multi-execution mode. Command is yum install. First of all, Git. and Java hyphen 1.8.0 hyphen open JDK. I need to give what I need to give. So step number like 6 and 7 I have done on a single step. Okay. So here guys, remember one thing. Previously we used Java 1.8.0 for both Jenkins and Maven, right? But Jenkins supporting which version now? 11. But Maven supporting 1.8.0. Do I have both my here? I have both version, right? See, here if I have both version, just to give the Java hyphen version. Which version I'm seeing here? 1.8. Sorry, if I want to change my version from 1.8.0 to 11 version, there will be a command called update alternative. Sorry, seeing this one. So this command update hyphen alternatives hyphen config Java. Give like this. It is telling that if you want Java 11 version, give the number 1. If you want Java version, give the number. If you want Java like 1.8.0, give the number. So currently we are on 2, right? So it is marking as star. Are you seeing star here? Star means currently we are on version 1.8.0. In real time also you will have multiple Java versions. If we want to switch from one version to another version, we will use the command update alternatives hyphen config. Currently my version is 1.8.0. If I want to go to 11, I need to give Java version now. Is it 11 here or not? Here both are 11. Sir, if I want to switch back to 1.8.0, update currently you want 1.8.0. So I need to give what I need to give here. 1.8.0 having 2 or 1? 2. So we need to give 2 here. Now the Java version is clear for everyone. That's it. So exit from the multi-execution mode. So is the step number is clear for you? Step number 7. And finally, I need to install both Maven or master install. Oh, let me do one thing. Instead of writing these 3 commands, okay, let it be. It's okay. So again, go for multi-execution mode. Run the command yum install Maven. Now Maven supports which version of Java? So just to give the command Maven version, MVN hyphen. So currently Maven is supporting which version of Java? That's the magic here. To set up Jenkins, we use 11 version, but to compile, we are using clear now both version we have. Depend upon the requirement, we can change it. Exit from here. So let's recall the steps. Up to now, are you clear? Step number 1, launching 2 instances. Step number 2, clear. Step number 3, clear. Step number 4, and step number 5, setting an agent. Step number 6, 7, 8, installing Git, Java, and Maven. Clear? Okay. So coming to this one next, like instead of giving this, step number 6, what I can do is let me remove these all steps. Why? Because I can install Git, comma, open JDK Java, and comma Maven. All I'm installing on master and slave. Okay. That's it. It will be very easy for me, right? Like I have written all the steps on single line. So step number 6 will be installing Git, Java, Maven on master and slave together. Okay. And next, step number 7, I need to get the source code. What I need to get? So here I am giving my path directly. It is my GitHub repository where I can store my source code. If I want to get this, you can directly copy it from here and you can integrate on Jenkins. Okay. So go to here where it is Jenkins dashboard. Let me close all of this. Let me close this paint and this notepad, everything to maintain some clarity. Okay. So now like what you can do is go for the Jenkins. So I have my source code repository. This repository is given by developer. Who it is going to give us? Developer. Now how the work will be gone is, up to now what you have done is, it is completely none of our business. This is already set up on your organization. Okay. Now what are the things that you have done is already included on your organization. You need not to set up, but I have explained for your knowledge purpose only. So your work start from now. So how the work will come is, there is a developer. What is the purpose of developer? Write the source code. He will raise a ticket. He will tell us to do the deployment. What he will tell? Deployment. Then how he can tell means he cannot call us, hey man, to deployment. He will never do that. In organization, we will have a preferred method. First of all, they will raise a ticket. What they will raise? Let me show you how the ticket will be actually. Oh, again, I need to open the paint. So whenever a developer write the code and verify it from his end, the ticket is going to the tester actually. Okay. From the tester, we can get the ticket. So how the ticket will be raised, you know? For ticketing tool, you have two things. Either you can use Jira or you can use SharePoint. Anything you can use. In the ticket, just note this point. So experienced people, definitely you need to learn all of this because you are experienced. You are going with experience, right? That means you have to know something about the tickets. Okay. First, they will give the organization name. For example, I'm working on TCS. First, they will give the is a ticket. In the ticket, what will be the first one? Name of the organization. And second, they will give client. What they will give? Let's take client as Swiggy. Third, they will give the environment. What they will give? Environment, like that is whether not environment, server. On which server? Like you are working, like they will ask whether to work on cloud server or physical server or VM. They will provide like this. Fourth, they will specify the environment. What they will specify? Whether you need to deploy on dev environment, whether you need to deploy on test environment, or whether you need to deploy on prod environment. So on ticket, first will be our organization name. Second one is client name. Third one, servers. Whether you need to work on cloud server, physical server, or on-prem server, they will mention there. Okay. Fourth one, they will tell on the Swiggy we have dev environment, cloud mission you need to deploy like that. So from here, the specification will be going to start. You are going to deploy. So from where you are going to take the branch. So here they will give the branch information like branch name. Branch name they will provide. Branch URL they will provide. Okay. And some other things like branches names will be, so there will be some branches called dev branches, QA branches, release branches as well. So these are the branch names actually. Okay. We commonly use generally. So after branch information is given, they will give us some other information like this. So they will give some comments. They will give some comments. What they will give? If something there is not on ticket, but they want to tell us, take the backup of databases, maintain the build properly like that. If anything they want to let us know, they will include on the comment section. Which section? It is the input that we will get from the developer or tester. Like sometimes developer will raise the tickets for deployment. Sometimes tester also will raise a deployment ticket. It is the input from developer. Clear? So then after, in the down part, in the below part, I am making some other thing here. So your screen is not comfortable. So I am extending this one. So it is the next part of ticket. I am taking some other thing here. So after the comments, we will have something like this team, and they will provide like this. And one more thing I have forgot to think, they will give priority as well. Priority is high, low, medium. This will be the priority for them. Okay. So this is the exact input what we will get from the developer tester. So they will raise a ticket like this first of all. Okay. High, low, medium. Okay. So after, so here our parts come actually. So next part is our part. So we will mention the team. Which team is going to take the ticket? DevOps team. Person. If I take the ticket, I'll mention my name. So Ram is going to work on this ticket. Okay. Once the developer raises a ticket like this, I'm going to take care of this ticket, right? So team I'll put as DevOps team. Person is my name, Raham. And after that, here I'm going to include one more thing, that is like progress. Progress means currently, if I am taking the like ticket means, I'll have two things: yet to start or in progress or finish it. And some other things called like failed and rejected. These are the options you have. For example, if you are thinking to take the ticket, like if you are about the work, we will select the yet to start. For example, if you are working, you will mark there as in progress. If you done the ticket, you will mark it as finished. For example, if the deployment or activity failed, you are going to mark it as rejected. The meaning of rejected means, for example, sometimes the developers or tester will behave like some mad persons. They will raise the tickets. They don't give the proper information of branches. Even personally, I have faced this issue a lot of times. They will raise the tickets. They won't provide the branch information. So what we will do is we'll reject the ticket. Okay. So after giving this, finally we have time. How much time we have spent on this? 2 hours. Okay. And comments. If I want to tell something on this deployment, I will write my comments. This is the structure how we are going to get the ticket. In real time, it is the same process you are going to work. Is the ticket information clear for you? Okay, it is for the experienced people specially, because we want to go with experience. They will think you have worked, right? If you have worked means you need to learn all of this. You need to know at least. Okay, that's it. So, okay, perfect. So here I am going to take this repository and I am going to integrate with Jenkins. What I am going to do? Remember guys, deployment you can do it on two ways. You can create freestyle or you can create pipeline. Pipeline I have shown for infrastructure, right? So now I will cover the freestyle here. Click on new item, Swiggy, select on freestyle, click on OK. Guys, tell me one thing. Before building or before testing, are we going to deploy? No. So testing will be done by tester already. Okay, testing will be done by tester. This tester is going to acknowledge the developer. Then developer is going to write the ticket for us. Okay, so that means code is already tested. Before deploying, I need to build it. What I need to do? What is the purpose of building means you are going to deploy it on var format, right? If I want to get the var format, what I need to have? If I need to get the var format, I need to have Maven or not? Inside Maven, I need to give the goals. What I need to give it? How to give it means? Are you seeing any Maven here? No, right? Go to the build step. Are you seeing invoke top level Maven targets? Click here. So here to get the var file, what goal do I need to use? MVN compile, MVN test, MVN package, MVN install, MVN deploy MN clean. All we have seen it, right? Maven lifecycle. Okay. Here I need to give the Maven lifecycle. Instead of giving MN compile first time, if I give MN compile, it is only do compiling. If I give MN test, it is only going to do the. If I give MN package, it is only going to build the jar file. If I give MEN install, it is going to copy to my local repository. I won't give all of this. I will just give MEN clean install. That means automatically these steps is going to perform for me. Okay. Then how to give it means in the top level target, you need to mention this one clean package. What we need to mention? So give clean. Clean package means test, compile, install, all will be done. Okay. So just give this one. And here one thing, I haven't given the repository here. Let me give the repository as well. So just to take this repository directly, they will give, developers will give the repository, and the branches like it is public actually. For your practice purpose, I have made it public because use my repository. Okay. If it is private, we need to just give the token here. That's it. Go to credentials, click on add credentials, Jenkins here, GitHub. Okay. Just to give the like not this one. Username with password. If the repository is private, we need to give our GitHub username. What we need to give? And then the password we need to provide the token. What we need to provide? Token. But I have created it public, right? So I don't need all of this. Click on cancel. So like I'm building on master branch. Which branch? Because I'll show you. It is my repository actually. Let me open it here. It is my like currently not this one. Sign out. Okay, but anyways, like let me open my repository like Raham sign in. Not this one. My web project name is my web. So if you are seeing like this project, I have 4 code, even I have my own repository as well. You can use any of them. Like my repository is on some other account. I haven't remembered that account. Okay, but it's okay. Like I can use this one. Okay. So if you go to here, just click on save. Click on build now. If you click on build now, it will go into have MVN package, MVN clean package. If you go to the progress bar, see what will happen now. First of all, it is going to download the dependencies. Is it downloading here? Just scroll down, scroll down. Dependency is complete downloading. And after, if you see here, it is going to compile first of all. Is it compiling? And coming to the test, is it testing now? Test cases. Scroll down a bit now. Is the build success or not? So whatever the repository given by the developer, we have built it. So finally, what we have got var file. What we have got? Are you seeing the var file here? Seeing it or not? One more thing, actually, this repository I need to make some other repo. Give me a second. Let me check my other repo. Okay, actually I have my own repository for projects. Actually, I have my own GitHub repo. So there you can find any project actually. This is some other repository, but okay, like we can use this as well. Don't worry about this one. So finally, if you see here, if you go to here, are you seeing the var file here? Var file is going to store on var, lib, Jenkins, workspace, Swiggy, target. Go to this path first of all, like go to target, copy this whole path, go to the server. We need to give it on main server or slave server? Main server. So give cd this path. Are you seeing the var file here? It is the var file actually we need. So after having the var file, see on real time, after generating the var file, we are going to store it on artifact, where we are going to store it on. Coming to the artifact, we have a lot of types. For example, Nexus. Nexus is an artifact. JFrog is an artifact. I don't use both of these. Artifactory we need to maintain definitely. Why? Because, for example, this is 1.0. If it failed, what we need to do? Like it is, for example, 2.0. Let's take it is 2.0 version. Which version? If it is failed, what I need to do? I need to go to 1.0. For that purpose, I need to store 1.0 separately or not. Where you are going to store? On artifact. Where we are going to store? What are the artifact we have? Let's say, but I don't use this one. If I don't use, is it going to me have some trouble or not? But I don't have any trouble. Why? Because instead of using that one, I can use AWS S3. What I can use? Lot of people, what they will think is we need to definitely know about Nexus and JFrog for artifactors. That is fact actually. But what I will recommend is, if you want to create Nexus or JFrog, you need to maintain 2 servers, right? Nexus, and for JFrog also I need to have 2 servers. The server going to be cost or not? Server going to be, instead of servers, can I use bucket to store? Bucket is also used to store, right? Instead of storing artifacts on server, I will prefer to store on buckets. Why? Because you can reduce the cost of instances. In real-time organization where I have worked, few organizations will have used the Nexus. Few of them used buckets only. Okay. For here, I am telling buckets because if you mention JFrog or any other something, they might ask some questions. But if you mention bucket, they will ask any question. You can able to answer or not, because you know what is bucket. Okay. To store it on bucket, how can I store? CLI comments, right? Can I give CLI command directly? I cannot give. So here what I'm going to do is I have a var file. So the var file I'm going to store it on my AWS bucket. Bucket is to store the data first of all. Okay. Go to your console, create a bucket. Click on AWS S3, open it. So create a new bucket. So my bucket name is Swiggy. What my bucket name? Swiggy. So make it versioning enable. Click on OK. Actually, Swiggy bucket is already created. So Swiggy Raham TCS. So now I have my bucket created, right? So in this bucket, I can store my var file. What I can store? So then can I store directly means I cannot, because I need to give the configuration credentials. What I need to give? Let's try without giving the credentials. AWS to S3, I am copying. What I am copying? This var file. To where I am copying to this particular bucket. You S3:// Is it copied? No. Why? Because when I try to copy, it is unable to locate the credentials. So if I want to copy the var file from server to bucket, I need to give the credentials. What I need to give? How can I give? AWS configure. So go to here and create a IAM user. What we can create? So are you seeing IAM here? Open it on the new tab. Just to create a user, don't do anything. Click on add user. I am going to give this username as Swiggy. So give access key, programmatic access, password, permission, attach policies. I am giving directly admin access. What I am giving? Admin means he can do whatever he want, right? Date user. Copy the access key. Give it here. After that, we need to give secret access. Copy the secret access from here. Give it here. So the region I need to give it on US East 1. And finally, output format is that's it. Execute the same command from AWS cloud. I am using S3 service. What I am using? What I am doing? Copying. Okay. Sir, what I am copying means this var file. What you are copying? To where you are copying? To this particular bucket called Swiggy Raham TCS. So you need to give S3:// Swiggy Raham TCS. Is it copied now? Go to here and check on the bucket. Are you seeing the version 1.0 here var file? Okay. This is the way how we can do it. The reason why I don't recommend Nexus or JFrog is it is again going to have some servers. If you are having some server, we need to pay for it or not. Instead of paying for server, we can use S3 bucket right directly. That's it. Next, even if you want JFrog or Nexus, I will tell you. Don't worry, I will show how to connect with JFrog as well. Okay. So now building is done. We have the var file. Now this var file we are going to deploy to the Tomcat server. Which server? To deploy on Tomcat server, we need to set up the Tomcat or not. So Tomcat setup, we are going to do it on slave server. Which server? If you want the Tomcat, like I have given the every link here. Open this one. It is the path where you can find the Tomcat. Okay. Just copy this path and give wget command. Which command? You will get the Tomcat tar file. Have you got it? Untar it tar-zxv of Apache Tomcat. Untar it. Go to the Tomcat folder now. CD Apache Tomcat. Go to inside it. So here you need to edit some files. What you need to do? How to edit the files means in the web app manager meta-nf, there is a file called context.html. What we will have? So like VIM inside web apps manager, we have meta-nf. What we have? Just edit the context.xml file. So here you will file two lines, 21 and 22, right? Delete both of these. Just to give set number. Are you seeing line number 21 and 22? These both lines. Delete. Just give DD. DD. Is it done? Save this one. Clear? Everyone. Okay. So now what you are going to do is next one. Whenever you want to log into the Tomcat server, you need to give the credentials. Like when we log into Jenkins, right? Are we giving credentials? When we log into Ansible, are we giving credentials? When Docker Portainer and Docker Hub, are we giving credentials? Like this Tomcat also we need to give the credentials. Sir, where you are going to give the credential means here you are going to give. In the configuration folder, you have Tomcat user.xml. VIM inside config, you have Tomcat user.xml file. Just go to the down, give Shift G. Here, are you seeing these three lines? Line number 1, 2, 3. Just top three lines. Okay. So here, what you need to do is copy this one. Just to give 3YY. 3YY means 3 lines. Copy it and paste it here. Or simply like instead of that one, copy this one directly from here and paste it here. Is it pasted now? So here go to this one. Guys, remember this one. Here I need to give the role name. What I need to give? Role name, first of all, I am giving it as manager GUI. Second role name, I am giving it as manager script. First role name is manager GUI. Second role name is, so coming to this one. So username I'm giving password like Tomcat, password I'm giving as my name. So I'm giving Raham. So coming to the roles of Tomcat, what roles you are using? One is manager GUI role. Which role? You are going to connect to the GUI, right? So first role is manager GUI. Second role is when you are running the Tomcat server, right? We need to start Tomcat server by using script. What we need to start by using? Script. That's it. This point clear for you? Just I have gone to this one and I have edited the manager GUI, manager script and given password. That's it. So, and after that, remember guys, in your real time, whenever you want to start anything, if you want to start any server, you need to run the scripts. What we need to run? Sir, where will be scripts are going to store in the bin folder? Which folder? Are you seeing the bin folder here? Go to the bin folder now. Inside the bin, you are having the scripts. Are you seeing the scripts here? Startup.sh. In real time, any organization you go, any server you take, you need to start the server and stop the server. Starting, stopping means not from the console. That is instant stopping. Okay. So here I am going to start the Tomcat by using scripts. How I am starting? Where is script stored? On bin folder. So give /startup.sh. It is the way how you can run the script. /startup.sh. Is Tomcat started now? Started or not? So if Tomcat is started, so how to connect to the Tomcat means from the browser you going to connect. So Tomcat is stored on Jenkins master or client server. Client server means Swiggy. Copy the public IP address of Swiggy. So remember guys one thing, Tomcat port number is also 8080. What is Tomcat port number? If you want to change, you can change it. Hit enter. Are you able to see the Tomcat now? It is the Tomcat server. The setup is really complicated. Only 3 steps: downloading, editing 2 files. That's it. Are you seeing the host manager here? Click on the host manager. Oh, wait a second. So go for the manager app. Here, give the username. Tomcat username is Tomcat and password is Raham. Click on sign in. So this is your Tomcat server. Are you seeing the Tomcat server? It is the way how you can do the Tomcat server thing for you. Okay. So, but the thing is here we don't have any deployment. So all these applications are default application. Are you seeing this one? This will be your default applications. What it is? Sir, if I want to deploy my Swiggy server, I mean Swiggy application, how can I deploy? Means go to the Jenkins. It is a WAR file we need to deploy, right? It is the WAR file we need to deploy. So how to give it means just remember here you are going to perform single click. That's it. Everything will be done automatically. Go to the configuration now. Currently, build is done. Build is done. After generating build, we got WAR file, right? You are going to deploy the WAR file. What you are going to do the WAR file. So here build step is optional. If you want to make it here, you can make it here. Okay. But even you can remove this one as well. Click on add build step. No. Post build action. In the post build action, are you seeing deploy WAR or ER container? Select this one. Sir, which WAR file you want to deploy? I want to deploy the WAR file from here. Our WAR file is stored on which path here? Target or not? So what I am doing is I am giving star target. If I give star target means the purpose is, see this one. Simply like you can do like this. Just go to the build here and give target. Target slash star dot var means what are the var files inside the target folder? What are the var files inside the target folder? Deploy this var file. Clear for you? Inside my target, do I have var file or not? So I am telling that to the my Jenkins, you need to deploy. What you need to deploy inside the target folder? What are the var files you are having? Deploy all the var files. Context path. Context path means, sir, I want to give it as Swiggy. That means your application name is Swiggy or not? I have given Swiggy here. Containers. Which application server we are using now? Tomcat. Correct or not? Click on Tomcat 9. Click on the credentials. So click on add here. Click on Jenkins. We have username, password, right? Tomcat username is, password is Raham. That's it. Click on add now. So have we given the credentials now? Click on the credentials. Sir, you are saying that you want to deploy the var files on target folder. First thing. And your application name should be Swiggy. Okay. And where you want to deploy? I want to deploy in Tomcat server. Where you want to deploy? For Tomcat server, without credentials, can I deploy? I have given the credentials. After that, sir, what is the Tomcat URL? Copy the URL like this. Copy like this and give it here. That's it. Click on save and click on build now. So now what is going to happen, you know? The var file you are seeing here, it is going to deploy on Tomcat server. Which server? If the var file is deployed, we are able to use the application. Okay. So build number 2, what happened? Successful, right? Go to the logs here. It is telling that build is successful. What is successful? Attempting to deploy one var file. How many var files we have? The var file deployed now. So var file deployed to which path it is deployed means, see, you are going to see the path here. Previously, do you have Swiggy here? But refresh now. Are you seeing Swiggy? Click on the Swiggy now. Are you seeing the content? Seeing the content or not? Screen is not visible. Huh? Fine now. So it is my web application, guys. Web application means we need not to write any full length of code. Okay, any basic code is enough. It is not the website. I am telling. For website, you can use HTTPD, but I have used it here Tomcat, right? If you are using Tomcat, that means you are deploying web application. What you are deploying? It is the basic code for my web application. If developer writes some other code will be visible here. But I have written the basic code. What I have written? This is way how you can deploy it. Clear for you? So now coming to the next path. So let me give the path here. Well, it is not my repo, but oops, okay. Okay, yeah. So if you see, this is currently forward from my Ramshek repository. Okay. So here what you can do is inside, if you go for the target folder here. Not this one, not this one. Yeah. Go for the source here. Inside the source, are you seeing the main file? Click on main. Are you seeing the web app here? Are you seeing the index.jsp? It is actual the code. It is the actual code. Sorry, if I want to use the version 2.0, can I use? Yes, you can use. Like try to edit that one, but before that we need to fork it. Instead of this one, let me use my account on home site 007 GitHub. So I have used this basic code for some other people. Like let me click on sign in. Sign in. Go to my web. It is my repository. We go to here, go for the source. Go for the main. Go for the web app. Index.jsp. Okay. So this will be not, this will be not. I have forked my own repository. This is some other repo. Wait a second. Let me go to my thing. Your profile. Go to repositories. Click on my web. Okay. Use this one. Go for source code. Go for again main. Not main. 2 months ago main. Go for the web application. Go for index.jsp. Are you seeing the code here? Index.jsp. So if for example, if you want to change the code, you can change the code as per this requirement. Okay. For example, I am going to change the code. Here, this is some other repository actually. Okay. You can use a number of repos. H2 tag. This is version 2.0. Which version it is? Version 2.0. And close the tag, H2 tag. So give the version 2 commits. Click on commit changes. Is the changes committed now? Sir, if I want to deploy it again, what I can do? Just copy the source code from here. Click on code, copy it here. Go for your Jenkins and start building it one more time. What you need to do? Start building it one more time. So click on configure now. So mention the project here. Guys, this time I have given my repository. Last time I used some other repository, but this time I am using my own repository. Okay. So just clean package, same thing I am giving here. Click on save now. And if you click on build now, see build 3 is going to happen. Is the build 3 performing? You can ask me, sir, why it is compiling? Means have I changed the source code or not? So change the source code. Again, I need to compile. Again, I need to build. Again, I need to test it, right? So all the activities are performing. Is the deployment done? Deployment done or not? So go to here and click refresh here. Are you seeing the new code here? New code or not? So like this, developers are going to change the code frequently. Whenever they change the code, what we need to do? Deployment. What we need to do? It is the process of doing deployment. Is it easy or is it difficult for you? Easiest method, because all things you have covered, right? Jenkins, master and slave, like Maven lifecycle, everything you have known individually, but all of them you have combined together, right? That's it. This is the deployment, okay? But not for us, but for others. But we are going with experience, right? Your main part comes now. This deployment, any trainer can explain. Anyone can do the deployment like this. But the thing I am telling you, note all of these points. Whatever the things I am telling now, note all of these points. Okay, so you can use webhooks and Polysum. It depends upon you. Even if you use webhooks and Polysum, it will be done automatically. So whenever the deployment is going to do, right, we are not going to do deployment like this. We need to generate the variables. What we need to do? Whenever we build anything, we will get the var file. Okay. And we will get it by using Outlook. You know Outlook, right? You are going to get it by using Outlook. Whenever you make a build, you need to print the job name. You need to print the node name. You need to print the build ID. You need to print the Jenkins URL. All we need to print it or not. If I want to print this, what I need to use? Environment variables, right? We need to use environment variables. So how to use the environment variable means, go for the build section now. Execute shell. Click on this. List the environment variables. Guys, it is the real time actually how we generate the build. When we generate the build, first of all, we will get the environment name. Which name we will get? For example, my environment is dev. Environment is dev. So I am also using three variables: local variables, global variables, Jenkins variables. Okay. If I want to use the global variables, what I can do? Go to the first of all, copy it. Go to the dashboard. Manage Jenkins. Are you seeing the configure system here? Here, generate some global configuration. What we are going to generate? Here, yeah, environment variables. Click on add name. I am doing company. What is my company name? TCS. And I need to give the server like client name. What I need to give? Client. Client I have given for like client name don't generate here. Client name and environment name I won't generate here. I will generate on some other space. And what else I can use? Team. Which team generated? DevOps team. Which team generated? Guys, remember on real time, not only for DevOps, even developers and tester can also have access for Jenkins. Okay. Click on save now. So here, like, let me explain one thing. I am directly giving the build, but on real time, I have said one thing. Whenever you want to build, we need to include choice parameter. What we need to include? So first of all, I will include the choice parameter now. Go for the configure. It is exactly how the real time works. Whatever I have said, it is completely your project work only. But this is how the real time works. So go for this project is parameterized. Add parameter. Click on choice parameter. First of all, I am giving client name. What I am giving? I have a lot of clients, right? Swiggy, Zomato, and Uber, Dunzo. And after that, I have some other things like called environment. I have a lot of environment, right? ENV. Sir, on which environment you are going to deploy? Is it dev? Is it test? Is it prod or it is staging? Third parameter, what you will have? Choice parameter. Just see this one. You can find all of this. First of all, I have given client name or not. After that, I have given servers. And after that, I have given environment. So I'm giving servers now. Like, let me give servers. Servers, you need to select whether to deploy on cloud servers or on-prem servers or VMs. Okay, you need to select this one as well. So after that, I need to give the branch information. What I need to give? Branch information. So select the branches here. Just give one more parameter like this. Add parameter. Branches. So give the branch information as branch 1 like this. You branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, branch 4 like this. But on real time, you don't have branches like this. They will follow some other names. Okay. Depend upon the company you work, they are going to change the branch names. And like branch URL. Branch URL we have given already on inside the configuration. We have given the branch URL or not. That's it. So this is how we need to configure this one. Is this part clear for you? In real time, we will have all these parameters. Now, if we click on build with parameters, are you seeing all the parameters now? We need to select the parameters like this. And one more thing we need to configure. We need to provide the variables. Whenever your build is done, we need to have the variables on our Outlook. Which job you have built it? Job name, build ID, okay, as well as Jenkins or not build URL, branch URL we need to give. How to do it means go for the build now. Add build step, execute shell, give like this. The job, first of all, I need to give echo. The job name is what I need to give here? Job name, correct? So I need to declare by using dollar symbol. Which symbol? Where it is? 1 second. Where it gone? Okay. It is on some other node. So the job name is dollar job. I need to give like this. Curly brace. And also I need to print. What I need to print? Build number. The build number is dollar. Print the build number. So are you seeing the build number or build ID is fine actually? Guys, remember build ID is different, build number is different actually. Okay, don't confuse. Build ID, I will show you what is build ID and build number. Okay, I have given the job name and I have given the build number, and after that I'm giving the job the build URL. The build URL is dollar. Give the build URL. Where is the build URL? Job URL is there. Build job URL. Yeah, build URL is here. Build URL, and after that you need to give the build is done by. The build is done by which team? Just to give team. I need to give what? In team T is capital I have given, or what? Okay, anything is fine. That's it. So like this, you need to generate some variables. Okay, like this, you need to generate some variables. Click on save now and click on build. So see the diagram here I have drawn here for you. So build as per the ticket now. What we are going to do is we are going to build as per the ticket. So here, like name, I am working on TCS. Okay, I know it. And client name, I need to select which client? Swiggy. And servers, coming to which server I am deploying on cloud servers. I have selected cloud here. Environment, I am deploying on production environment. Which environment? And branch information, I have taken the branch 3 or branch 4. Click on build now. We click on build now. Is it generating the build? Just wait for the post build actions. Is the build done now? Click on here, go for the parameters. These are the parameters we have given. But for our Slack or for our Outlook, we will get all these properties. Go for the console output. Have we got all the properties here? Job name, build ID. Have we got all of them? Got it? We haven't got, right? Why we haven't got? Is there any mistake there? Is one small mistake actually there is. Open your LMS. I mean, sorry, like your documents and see what I have written on the build step. Okay, don't open. Like I'll open here. If I ask you to open, you will open Instagram and WhatsApp. I know it. Okay. Just see this one. There is one small mistake like there is. Like try to rectify. Here we are executing shell, right? If I want to execute shell, what I need to give there? SH. But have we given that? For that purpose, it is not printed. Let me show here. Where parameters? Parameters, where it is? Okay, so here if you are seeing that, have I given sh here? Environment variables. Have I given there? But it is printed for me or not? I haven't given the sh, but even though it is printed for me or not? Why it is printed for me? Huh? Semicolon? Where I have given semicolon there? See that one and troubleshoot me. Okay, you want me to give double quotes, huh? Okay. Okay, let me give the double quotes for you. Charging, huh? Okay, let me give the double quotes for you. It will come now. Everything I will give, just wait. Click on build now. So see what will happen now. Click on build directly, see what will happen. Can we generate the variables now? Generate or not? Have we got it now? That's it. Simply, I have given single quotes there, but we need to give the double quotes. Even you can also give sh. Even if you give sh, it will be fine. But I haven't given the sh. So this is how the real-time things work exactly. Okay. So now coming to the troubleshooting part, listen this carefully. In real time, definitely they will ask for the troubleshooting. Okay. Whenever deployment is failed, we need to do three type of troubleshooting. How many type of troubleshooting? One is troubleshooting for Jenkins server. Second, troubleshooting for Tomcat server. Okay. First of all, let's see this one. If deployment got failed, okay. First of all, what we will check is, write these points, all of you. Deployment got failed. First point we will check is, we will check the application logs. What we will check? Application logs. Okay. If deployment got, we will check the application log. Application log means whenever you are starting the server, right? You will have some logs. Whenever deployment is going, if I do deployment on Jenkins, am I seeing the logs here? Like, let me show it here. Go for the dashboard. Go to here, and if you go for this console output, are you seeing the logs here? Log file. First of all, we will check this. Why it got failed? So we need to follow the hierarchy first. We will start checking from the build. Okay. If the deployment got failed, first of all, we will check the build. What we will check? We will check whether the build is success or fail. If the build got failed, we need to go to the Jenkins console and we need to check here why the build got failed. The first type of troubleshooting. Definitely these questions they will ask for an interview for experienced person. They will ask like this: whenever deployment is failed, how are you gonna troubleshoot it? First of all, we'll check the build. What we will check? If the build is success, we go for deployment. If it is failed, again we are going for rebuilding one more time. Second deployment, we are going to check on application.log. Second troubleshooting. Whenever you do deployment, there will be some log files generating. What we will generate? Log files are nothing but whenever you start a server, everything there will be coming from message, like what we call, there will be printing some messages. When the application is going to start, right, it will print some messages. What it will do? The messages are going to store on application.log. Which file? application log file. Third type of troubleshooting is we will do it on Tomcat server. We will check whether the Tomcat is perfectly working or not. If the issue is from the Tomcat end, we need to restore the Tomcat server. What we need to do? Restart the Tomcat server. So these are the three type of troubleshootings. Definitely they will ask the interview questions. Okay. So that's it guys about the project. It is how exactly you are going to do on real time, nothing more different, only the source code except. Okay. And you need not to set up anything. What your work is, your work I will tell you. They will raise the ticket, right? All this setup will be there. These jobs will be created. Jenkins master and slave created. Tomcat is created. All your work. As per my knowledge, I have worked so far. What I have worked, these guys will generate the tickets. Like, let me show you. Open the MS Paint. These guys will give the ticket like me, like this to me. Okay, they will raise the ticket like this. What I will see, I'll see the ticket there, and I go to here and I select the parameter and I click on deploy it. That's it. That is the actual DevOps work that I have done so far. Okay, all this setup we need not to learn again and again. I'm telling this setup is already there on the company. They will give the ticket. We will take the ticket. We will see the information and we will click on build. Everything will be deployed. When the deployment is done, we will get the mail. Deployment is successfully done. We will inform to the developer. That is our work on deployment. Is it any difficult to do deployment? No, right? It is not difficult. Then DevOps engineer is very easy job, right? Correct or not? DevOps engineer job is easy or not? Now, why it is no? Actually, see, DevOps engineer job is very easy. Trust me. DevOps engineer job is very easy, but yet it is difficult again. Trust me. Sir, when it is easy, if you are having knowledge of 3 years less than, your job will be very easy. But you are having experience of 4 to 5 years like that, plus they will ask you to implement. If you are going with 3 years of experience, they will expect to learn the work and work there. But you are going with 4 plus of experience, right? They will ask to implement. If their organization nor having Terraform, they will ask you to implement Terraform. Okay. On their organization, there is no Docker. They will ask you to implement Docker. You can go and learn the work. You can work on it. But if they ask you to implement, how are you going to implement there? It is not quite at all possible. So for that purpose, 3-year jobs is very easy, guys. For that purpose, I am telling to put only 3 years of experience. If you want to go with more than 4 years, definitely they will ask implementation. Implementation is not that much easy. Okay. So that's it. So now online people, if you are having any doubts or queries, you can ask me. I am giving unmute option for you. Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, can you try to?
I'm not able to hear their voice. Maintain silence. Okay. Yes, Sarita, you can go ahead.
Sir, can you try to just implement this? Not implement. Just try to install this Terraform plugin here on this Jenkins.
Terraform plugin you want me to install? Huh?
Just install and uninstall it.
Why to uninstall again?
It's not coming for me, sir. It's getting stuck actually. I don't know why.
Like I have never installed any plugin. Once I install, right, I'll maintain like that. Even if I don't have any use, I'll let it be.
It is going into like endless mode.
Like actually in real time, we never uninstall plugins because if we install, right, we can use a number of times.
Okay.
Let me try it for you.
I clicked this cross symbol actually. And it went to that state. uninstallation pending state it went, and it never came up actually.
Never came, huh? Okay. So in the meanwhile, you can ask me doubts. Guys, any doubts or queries? We need to start the Jenkins server. Unit Jenkins server not found. Jenkins service failure. Stop at Jenkins continuous integration server. Start request repeated too quickly. Yeah. So if you see, when the Jenkins is stopped, right, it is telling that start request happened too quickly for it. For that purpose, it is not starting.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can stop the server entirely and you can start it one more time. Stop means like from the console.
Okay, sir. I will try that. I'll try that option.
So any other doubts or queries for all and people about this project? First of all, before going to doubts, like is the process clear for you? How the deployment is going to done on real time? Okay.
Hello.
Okay, then. So if you don't have any doubts, we can wrap session for today and we will meet you tomorrow. Okay.
Hello.
I'll upload this document on your Google Classroom. Take it from there.
Sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, how many classes are left, sir?
How many classes are left?
Hmm.
There will be 2 to 3 max.
Okay, those should be projects, right?
No, projects we have only one project and
Okay.
one class for scripting and one class for SonarQube and JFrog. That's it.
Okay, okay. Can we expect one more project, please, sir?
Yeah, we have
Just
AWS C8 code pipeline, right? That is one more project.
okay, okay.
Hello.
Okay, then thanks guys. Thanks everyone. So we'll meet you all tomorrow. Have a nice day.